We caught you while you were in America. First time here?
Yes, a second time. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Second time in
Yeah, yeah.
America or second time in the loop?
The second time, both.
Both. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. First time was 2017. I went to Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
I was hired as an expert witness.
An expert witness.
What? Well, hold on. Wait a second.
As an expert witness.
An expert witness.
Automotive.
For what?
Automotive engineer for a client of mine that was suing Penske.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like the trucking company?
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
shit.
was a whole thing where she claimed to have neurological damage from fumes coming into the truck.
Yeah.
And my job was to review all the papers all the evidence she gave me, and
So review the claim kind of thing.
and just present it to the court. Yeah.
Okay.
So the world wants to know, was her claim legitimate?
It's complicated because
That's a short way of saying no.
I mean, of course, no. I mean, I believe so, yeah. But Penske being like she chose to self-represent, and Penske being the big conglomerate.
They got a nice lawyer.
They hired a big and mean lawyer.
Yeah.
That he played his cards really freaking well.
That's what it comes down to, when you go to court.
Barely any evidence went through.
Doesn't need to be, as long as you got a good lawyer.
But yeah, these guys are freaking,
Good shit.
One of the things.
Your mic's facing your dick.
Oh.
We want it facing the mouth.
Okay. How about like this?
That's perfect.
Are you finding the cuck chair comfortable?
Yeah.
Good. We like to keep our guests comfortable in the cuck chair in New York.
That's my favorite position.
So the last time we talked to you in the loop, you vaguely brought up
at the very end.
At the very end, you waited till the very end to drop this on us. That you had a previous life as a pickup artist.
Yeah.
Incel.
What we wanted to know last time, obviously, was what in the hell is that about? How did that start? How did that happen? What was that like? How long did you do it for? I have so many questions.
Like literally every question that you could imagine, we have had since that first in the loops.
Yeah, we've just been waiting
for
this moment to ask these
questions.
questions.
Oh boy.
There was two things that we were curious about. It was your pickup artist and Jesse's train hopping. One of those has been answered.
Yep, we went through Jesse's train hopping adventures. You're next.
Okay.
So,
is this still a FPV
is this
show?
Still what?
Is it still a FPV show?
It's never been.
Okay.
You're not familiar with In the Loop?
All of this has been edited.
In the Loop, we always try not to focus on FPV. It's learning about the person behind the goggles.
Yes.
And that's you and your pickup artistry, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
Can I just ask though, like, how did you get into that in general?
Oh man.
Well, let me ask first, how old, like age frame? First and foremost.
How much you think?
What?
You're 35 now.
You're 35 now?
Yeah.
It's like early 20s.
That's what I was guessing.
Oh,
like 22,
how early I got into it?
Like
how early? Yeah. Like what age you got into it?
Must have been 24, something.
Okay, so like mid to early 20s.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the reasoning? What was like what pushed you towards that? Because like that's a really specific thing.
Yeah.
Pickup artistry. It's like a very specific thing.
Yeah, it's probably long before that, even in my 20s actually. It goes back to there, yeah.
It goes back. That's why.
Yeah. So, oh man, so I had a sweetheart girlfriend from high school.
Yeah.
That eventually I broke up with, and somehow this rando guy on the internet started. I think we connected on Skyblog.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what it is.
Yeah. Skyblog.
Yeah. And later on, the talked on MSN Messenger.
Oh yeah.
God,
This is how old we're talking. Yeah, just to.
Yeah.
Jeez.
A/S/L.
Mm,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah,
Sex
yeah.
location.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this guy basically figured he wanted to mentor me for.
He just picked you at random.
He believed that I
The
was
force is strong
showing.
within you.
He believed I was showing. Yeah, specific.
Characteristics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attributes that he wanted in a student.
Okay. So he was actively looking for students and
So-
reached out to you with so there was like no previous conversation. You had no idea who this person is.
Yeah, no, okay, it's even weirder than that actually. So okay,
There's layers
oh
to
man,
this shit,
I know.
bro.
I'm thinking, what was your
Oh,
online
man, okay,
presence
so-
that he thought like this guy would make a good mentee?
my sweetheart girlfriend back then, she was
Yeah.
a bit of a nutcase.
Well, okay, yeah, sure. We've all been there.
we could have started with this, yeah. Really obsessed with how is it called? Supernatural
Okay.
and
Like witchcraft and shit?
yeah, exorcism, serial killers, like actual ones.
Exorcisms?
Yeah.
Serial killers
Okay.
are supernatural?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Like Pennywise.
Oh.
He's a serial killer.
Like witch. Yeah,
She's into weird shit. Okay.
like yeah. Sometimes at Sears she had like a razor cuts on the legs, and she would claim that
Oh yeah.
she would claim that she lost consciousness in the shower. That spirits. Yeah. Well, this was toward the end. I was like, well,
Okay.
it's a bit much for me.
That's,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like some what was that one serial killer in New York's name? The 44 caliber kill the Son of Sam.
Yeah, Son of Sam.
His dog was telling him to kill people.
That's fucked.
Same shit.
So she would have like demons and spirits and stuff kind of talk to her, is what she would tell you?
Yes, and she had this kind of Skyblog page on.
Okay.
And one day she received a message at exactly like midnight or 4 a.m. or Exorcism of Emily Rose. You remember this movie?
What
Yeah,
is it?
of the Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh,
Yeah. So basically, it was a quote from the movie at exactly the time of the movie, like by the
Yeah.
second. And she was freaked out, and I started talking to the guy. And eventually, when we broke up,
That
took-
was the guy?
yeah.
So he went from Exorcism of Emily Rose to
So
like,
wait.
I can help you get some pussy.
Yeah.
But he randomly messaged your girlfriend.
yeah.
So wait,
And
the
if-
conversation started with your girlfriend.
That's so. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Exorcism of Emily Rose line.
Okay.
So he just randomly reaches out to her, sends her this line, and then
My girlfriend, she asked me to explain a bit.
of the line.
Like, no, she
or
asked
of-
me. No, she asked me to. Tell me like, yeah. Well, she confided in me like that she received this message.
Yeah.
She freaked out. I'm like, yeah, it's just a troll guy, you know.
Yeah,
Let me handle it, yeah.
Sure.
And we ended up having a pretty good conversation.
Whoa. So you became kind of friendly with this dude
Yeah,
when you confronted him about being weird, texting weird shit to your girlfriend?
yeah.
So you confronted
Oh,
him,
fuck.
and then like you kind of talked to him for a little bit, and you're like, well, maybe this girl's kind of weird.
Yeah, maybe she's crazy.
Yeah. Are
I
we
just
the same
feel-
ones?
Okay. So she asked you to explain this a little bit and talk to him. You talk to him. Conversation actually goes pretty well. And then what?
And then he starts sending me assignments,
Well, hang on.
Like-
Homework?
Hang on.
actual
Hang on.
homework.
Bup, 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 bup. Let's
Yeah.
pump the brakes. What kind of assignments are we talking? Give me an example. Just one.
Like approach this many girls in the street.
So he's pushing you towards that already. That
Mhm.
like
read
Pick up artist
read certain books, watch certain
So
shows.
were you still with your?
No.
Oh, so that.
so you left her and now you're
That had already ended by this time.
under his tutor.
Yeah.
Tutelage.
Tutelage.
That's
Excuse
the
me. Yes,
proper
you're right.
term.
You're right. So under Mystery Man's tutelage,
That's a good.
it's a good name for him.
Yeah.
Did he go by the name Mystery?
Any dick will do. But not every dick is the same. Some dicks are special.
Actually, yeah.
What's the
One
name?
one
Let's
of
keep
the his
Was it that guy?
Aspirate-
Was it the mystery guy?
yeah.
It was
Wait,
No,
what?
no, no, no.
No, no,
His mentor, yeah, was like
his mentor was that guy.
yeah. I mean, he
No fucking
he
shit.
took inspiration from Mystery.
Okay,
a lot,
okay.
yeah.
The dude who did the pickup artist show.
Yeah.
So
Who
what-
wore the big Jamiroquai hats with all the
Yeah.
fur on them and shit.
That was the show that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
for me to watch on the assignment. Yeah.
That's what
so
he
you
had
had to
you
watch
watch.
that show?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now
So-
things are starting to connect.
Did
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to do book reports and shit? Like, like did you have to do like actual assignments? Like write?
Well,
Hey, how did he know you were watching them? Was he like? quizzing
yeah.
you
So
on the shit?
one of the book was it the game by Neil Strauss.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he does have some assignments in there. Yeah. So as you read along the story, he puts some assignments.
It's in the book already,
Mm.
right? Okay. So what's this guy we're calling? What's this guy's name? What are we calling him?
He goes as guys.
Guys?
Okay, I don't know if I was
Like
prepared.
G-U-I-S-E?
G-E-I-S-S.
G-E-I-S-S?
I don't know if I was
Okay.
prepared for this to go as deep as it's going already. Like I feel like
We're tip of the iceberg here.
I know.
Strap in.
Oh,
I thought
it's
Fun Loving Pickup Artists. Like
Truly-
there's a whole
truly.
shit going on here.
So where are we when this is happening? Are we in Taiwan?
back in
or-
France.
We're in France.
What
Back in
year is
France, I'm
This is
I'm still in high school.
15 years ago?
Oh yeah, I'm still in high school. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still a teenager.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
this was like a long running thing for a few years.
this?
Then.
How old are you now?
He's 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking back in high school. This started.
Mm.
Holy shit.
So this is
But
this is
it-
like 2010.
yeah.
29,
Yeah,
2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 29. Yeah, actually, yeah.
In France, and this dude is totally random. No idea who he is. Guys.
Mm.
So he gives you some homework. He tells you to watch Mystery and read the game book and do these assignments.
Yeah.
So how long does this go on for? Where you're like doing these like Mr. Miyagi assignments
So,
for him?
I was really a good student. Yeah, I didn't follow through because I lived in a small town where like you'd walk for 20 minutes just to cross a couple girls.
Yeah, and it's like ones you grew up with and you've known your whole life. You just see them all the
Well,
time.
maybe not in this kind of city, but yeah, the density was very poor. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah,
Like
he
a
was
6 is a 10
where
where you come from type of thing.
Hmm?
Like a 6 is a 10 where you come from type of thing.
I don't know if that's what he meant.
Yeah, we'll get to that. He's basically normal type of girl. Yeah, but
Just a bunch
just
of
the density
vanilla-
was basically barely empty streets. You have to imagine. Yeah, a
Yeah.
big
I
city
see.
like not. Yeah,
Your pool to pick from was pretty small.
yeah.
So you're saying you're not a great pupil. You're not really doing the assignments. So where do we go from there?
Oh, well, so I've been trying to find some guys in larger cities nearby.
Find some
mine-
girls or guys?
Yeah, well, to
Sounds
the guys
kinda
that guys that know the places around, like
I see,
we
yeah,
call them
yeah.
wingmen.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah, just
yes,
trying to get in.
Yeah, the wing, the whole yeah.
Hey, it's all
Yeah.
connected. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No, I
something. And, but yeah, eventually, he invited me to Paris.
The guy did.
The guy.
Yeah.
Guys did.
Yes.
He invited you to Paris. What's in Paris? Just bigger population, more selection.
Yeah. Just
So what's the plan then? You moved to Paris and like
I
live
don't-
with him?
I don't know. I just stayed for a weekend initially.
Oh, okay. So he just invited you to hang out.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're in Paris, what's that like? Hanging out with him?
Oh,
Is he just slaying the whole time you're there?
yeah, he just
Just kind of showed you the way, or how he does it.
yeah, I
operates?
think
What?
he somehow found the way that I resonate with.
So he was your like trappy of the dating world. Like you're trappy of FPV, where he always tells you to do things you're not comfortable doing and pushes you.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
This guy was pushing you. Guys was pushing you to
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
more women, talk to just anybody. Just
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the weekend that you stayed there, was he taking you out to like clubs and bars and stuff like that?
Yeah,
in
we did
Paris and like pushing
we
you to
did this
talk to
and
women?
also mostly street pickup.
just walking around the street.
Yeah, like
No shit.
in
Were you
the
walking,
street
like,
or
outside of
parks.
bars?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 2 a.m. you just
Yeah,
went
basically
down the
you will point at at a girl, a group, and say, "Here, go approach."
No kidding.
Yeah,
Did he show you? Did he do any on his own?
a couple. Yeah,
Yeah.
Was it successful?
yeah. I mean, back then, successful was exchanging numbers. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sure. So, all right. So you're there in Paris for a weekend with guys.
Mm.
He's showing you the way
And
and
by
how
the
he does things and kind of pushing you towards opening up a little bit more. So then after the weekend in Paris, you're
Well,
back.
by the end of the weekend, yeah, he had put me with a girl, and I managed to get the first makeout
No shit.
in the same day from a girl from this that I
Yeah.
approached in the street. Yeah, so
Okay.
approach in the street, exchange numbers, meet later, have a little bit of
Little
date,
makeout session.
and make out, and yeah, go back home. Yeah.
Okay. And that was all while you just on your trip in Paris.
Well, that basically proved that the whole process is working. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because before that, it was inconceivable for me to like.
Sure. You're just reading books and yeah, just trying it on your own. And now we're headed back to hometown.
Yeah.
And then what?
Put it into practice?
Just start hitting the streets.
Not really, because there is nothing to hit back home. Yeah, so nothing much. Then eventually I start working and working as a consultant. I find work as an industrial design consultant,
Yeah.
which where the agency sends me out on assignment across the France,
Right.
Oh, hell
and there I start having opportunities to stay in bigger and bigger cities,
Yeah.
which make it much easier.
So you're still kind of while you're doing this consulting job and traveling, you're still kind of practicing the whole pickup artist lifestyle.
Not yet. Still, at this point, it wasn't as crazy as it was gonna be. It was.
Oh
So
fuck,
as
we're
it was
still
gonna
no,
be?
no, we're still at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of gave me a little preview last night. I was like, save it. I want to hear it. On,
yeah.
on-
Yeah.
on episode.
So basically,
I'm
we.
still going in completely blind. From
Yeah. No, we got a little ways to go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So we
Okay,
have
so we're working as a consultant.
we have a few years of going through the various cities, like
Mm-hmm.
half-fast making some community. Yeah.
Connections there.
Yeah, and some approach, but like with French girls, it just never seemed to work so well. Yeah.
No. Different breed.
Stuck up.
Yeah.
You can say.
Yeah.
And that is until I have an opportunity to either go to Sweden or Belgium.
Yeah.
And after one interview in Sweden, I knew that this is where I had to be.
And this is when you're in your late teens, early 20s? Are we still around that time
Early
period?
20s, yeah.
Early 20s. Okay, yeah, you did say a few years went by. So we're early 20s. We're moving to Sweden. And you've lived in France your whole life up until then.
Yeah.
So are you still like heavy into the pickup artist thing at this point? Or is it just kind of like a dabbling?
I wasn't initially, but then when I landed in Sweden, I noticed that
That kicked it back up?
the girls there it was freaking
Totally different
it was
market.
bonkers. Like the whole bell curve basically of
Yeah.
how hot they are, you just screw it by 2 or 3 points. Yeah, the average is
Way higher.
yeah. This is when I started working for Volvo.
For Volvo,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got into that last time.
Yeah.
So you're doing consulting and still kind of dabbling in the. I'm trying to focus more so on the pickup artistry part of it. Sorry, but like you're still fairly into doing that at this time.
Not initially, but
But when now that you've landed in Sweden,
Now that
now that's ramping back up.
yes. Then I'm starting to create a community. I find some guys to like support each other and like learn
How
to
many
give
people
it.
are we talking here?
I think it went to like almost what 10
How did
10
you
bros
find these guys? Was it
forums.
Forums?
like pickup artist forums?
Oh, I didn't know these things existed. That makes sense.
And this was, so this, what year was this?
24? No,
14?
14?
14. Yeah.
2014?
Okay.
So that wait.
I'm
What
trying
was the name of the forums?
Wow.
Do you remember?
No. However,
Because you remember the forums that we heard about on that documentary. They were still alive.
RSD Nation.
RSD Nation.
We need to.
Could it be?
I need to go back and look.
If you do a Monday night movie night of the Love Shy documentary, I will.
Nobody would want to
Jump
watch that
in.
but you and me.
I will jump in on that documentary.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'd watch it again. Okay, so forums and these forums are specifically for pickup artists and people trying to get into that,
Yeah.
or is this just like a dating?
No,
forum?
it's
Like it's pretty
it's
focused on
it's
that.
basically a community of guys that get together to share tips about how to.
Approach women.
Yes.
So were you still in communication with the original,
Guys?
the original Darth Vader of this whole
Oh
situation?
yeah, he comes back. He comes
comes
back
back?
later. Yeah.
Okay. Well, please, don't let us hold you up. So we're in Sweden.
Mm.
We're on our new job. We're working at Volvo. But in our spare time, we're mingling with the female types, and we are
On the forums.
we are accruing up to 10 roughly people, men
Wingmen.
that are working. You said working with each other and like supporting each other, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
like,
like just on the forums, or like are you guys actually?
it's like it's small stuff. Like if you want to, most of the hot girls they are not by themselves. Usually,
Sure,
typically at bars or pubs. So
safety
you just
numbers?
So these are local people then you're talking to.
yeah. So
These are
you,
local guys.
so you just send your wingman to
Yeah.
approach together and like
So what's a day look like for you? Like what's the weekend look like for you? You get off of work from Volvo for the weekend. What's the weekend?
we are meeting up after work every day.
Every day.
I clock out. I take like a 15 minutes bus.
Mhm.
At 6 p.m. I'm in the streets.
Yeah.
And we approaching like girls and girl. Yeah.
So
We
you're
call
meeting these
them
guys and doing it.
we
So
call
you're
them
doing-
set. Yeah.
You're doing numbers. You're doing numbers.
Yeah.
Like you're putting in work.
I'm like dozens per day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So what was your
crazy, bro.
your closing percentage?
well, not great because
Whatever, dude.
yeah we'll get back to it later because there is something I haven't disclosed yet.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We're getting too big for our britches.
Okay. So every day after work.
I'm talking like 3-4 hours per day in the streets until like even after the sun's down.
Wow.
Basically,
So we work-
my only free time is I approach until the sun goes down, go back home, get something to eat on the way back, go to sleep and repeat. Yeah.
Damn.
Were you working this like you were working full time? So it's like a 40-hour week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you move countries for a job, I'd hope
Yeah,
you're in it.
you're sending it.
And then Friday night, Saturday during the day, Saturday night,
Yeah.
and Sunday again.
Out in the street.
Yeah.
What the
Like
fuck?
working
So
at like
you guys didn't do like clubs or bars?
We
or
did
anything?
clubs.
Oh, okay. So you just mix it up.
clubs and bars. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were so broke, and that we got in the clubs early
Yeah.
when it was free entry,
And then just hang out.
and I was so broke as well. I didn't want to buy drinks there.
Yeah.
So but since in Sweden the alcohol is so prevalent as a culture,
Yeah.
people find it weird when you approach without when you go talk to girl without a drink.
Yeah.
If you're not drunk, you must be on drugs.
Yeah.
So I found this trick where you ask for a glass of water and put like a mint, a lime and ice, so that it looks like a drink. And
That's
I can stay
amazing.
hydrated because
That's
all
brilliant. Yeah,
this
bro.
yapping,
It's hydrating and you're keeping your breath fresh.
mm,
That's fucking genius.
And getting
That's
pussy
so
at the
smart.
same time.
for free.
That's so smart. Yeah, for free. So we're picking up girls in clubs.
Yeah.
We're picking up girls in bars. We're picking up girls on the street, and then we're working 40 hours a week plus at Volvo
Mm.
as a consultant. How do we blossom from here? Where do we go from here?
It was still rough for me because I was very retarded,
Yeah.
and with a lot of I stuck with it as much as I could,
Yeah.
but the results weren't really great. Yeah.
Okay, so not like he was saying, not a lot of closing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Closing percentages were not there.
So,
what's the plan then from there?
well, then I found about this community called RSD, Real Social Dynamics.
Okay.
And these guys had whole events organized with a whole community. It was like 100 guys.
Yeah.
It was basically a much bigger group than the one I've had
But
created.
similar
With their own
mission?
Yeah, but with their own method, their own. It was basically like a whole different church, basically.
So it was like a whole different approach to what you were used to.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you said a whole different church. You described
Yeah,
it
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So this is like a religion.
I'm not really. I'm not. It's just.
I'm not saying to you, like obviously, like you made it out, like you were born again.
You just mean kind of like the people
But
swear
like,
by it
like
kind of thing?
like people like this is a whole lifestyle for people.
Yeah. That would be more
they
like
stake
it.
a lot of time
That would
into
be
it.
more like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's not just like a get off of work and I'm gonna go hang out with my friends and try to pick up girls. Like this is like they're waking up.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
shit
They're
planned
waking
out.
up in the
Oh,
morning,
yeah,
like work is a side project. Shit. Work is a side project to me getting like my
Do
pickup stuff.
anything with this fucking guy.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So I'm curious before we move on.
Hmm.
What you said that the new group, you said RSD. You said their approach is totally different.
Yes.
What was your approach to
Okay.
begin with? I'm
Yes.
curious, like, what was the method?
All right. So, what I initially learned that was called the mystery method.
From Mystery.
Exactly.
Okay.
And,
So was it like negging and shit like he does?
Exactly. This was a very structured method
Yeah.
that involved canned material.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the idea is that since you're so autistic, you're probably gonna choke and you're not gonna know what to say at some
Yeah.
point.
They just give you the
How about
lines.
I give you as much canned material, as much pre-written and tested lines,
Yeah.
Like kinda
that
like
are proven
hot
to
button,
work.
Like
Yeah,
And you can
proved
just-
and-
yeah.
and you just deliver them whenever appropriate.
yeah, it's just in there. You're just pulling from.
Hmm.
So what were a lot of the lines? Were they a lot of, like I was saying, like a lot of the nagging shit,
Yeah,
more or less?
yeah,
An insult makes a person feel bad. A nag makes a person feel comfortable that you're not hitting on them. You know, if I say, you're on the fence, I create that frame that you're on the fence. I just say, you're on the fence. What, there's a fence? Yep, then you're on it. You can come or go. I don't know which way you're going to fall, but you're on the fence right now. I'm much more likely to be accepted by the group for having created a barrier to reaching to me. You know?
very retarded.
So what's the RSD method then?
Yeah, well, this was what was called then direct approach, where
The direct approach?
yeah. So
Okay.
basically, you just put yourself out there, like as authentic
Yeah.
as you could,
Yeah, yeah.
and really don't be afraid to show your attraction for the girl, and yeah, being
So like polar opposite of what you were doing. with
yeah,
the
like
other
being
ones.
really
Like what
really
we would call-
purposeful
what we
with
call like normal.
your approach. Yeah.
Yes, like a normal way of picking up a
way of,
woman. Yes, right.
Show that you're interested.
Yes,
in, like,
you can be a little vulnerable while
Yeah.
you're picking up a woman.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Mm.
So okay, so this all right. Well, where did this method come from though? Like,
So this
how
was-
did it get to you? I should say, not who
Yeah.
started it.
The
but
RSD, you said that was real social development. That's what
Dynamics, yeah.
Yeah,
Dynamics,
yeah.
and that was something started
So-
by a whole other person.
Yes, this was actually one of the disciples of Mystery,
No kidding.
Called-
Okay,
Tyler Durden.
Nobody talks about that.
bro.
Yeah, it's
Pickup artists have the worst fucking names possible, dude. Tyler Durden. Oh man. All right, so Tyler Durden.
yes,
He was a disciple of Mystery.
yes, which didn't agree with Mystery, so he just
Okay, so he
for
thought
s-
the whole negging thing was just stupid. It
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
work.
yeah.
And he probably is not wrong. It doesn't work.
To me, it came as a hard to, yeah, like really hard to master. Maybe like my Jace
Yeah.
was still doing extremely well with it,
Right.
but yeah, the barrier of entry to get result was just way too high, and
It sounds like it.
in comparison,
Yeah.
like direct approach seemed a much more comprehensive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's just being honest. It's not pretending that you're not interested when you really are. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's a really stupid method to walk up to a girl that you're interested in and pretend like you're not.
Authenticity is fine if you are authentic guy, yeah, but like most of the guys are still fucked up in many
They're
ways.
full of
So
shit, yeah.
Right. Sure. So
there still has some. Yeah, there was some embellishment required.
Okay, so to give the illusion of truth.
Yeah,
I see.
fake it
but
till you
we're
make
bending
it.
the truth a little bit.
Very much, yeah.
I see. Okay. So,
In what way, though?
yeah, could you give an example of like one thing that you would say was one that you would normally lie about? Like, would you, instead of being like, I work for Volvo, you're like, I work for Mercedes kind of thing? Like,
I'm an astronaut.
Yeah, well, basically,
I came up with Volvo.
it's more.
I am Elon Musk.
One of the big one of the big principles was it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, with confidence.
So the idea is that you could you could say anything you want as long as you say it with confidence.
as long as they would believe it, right?
You know, it's sad how much the fake it till you make it kind of trope works in every.
It's unfortunate
Like
that it
you
does
know,
work.
Like
yeah.
this, like not to completely veer off topic of the pickup artist, but I used to think this a lot when I worked on like garage doors and shit, and like rolling steel doors. I used to walk into like stores like Walmart and Target and shit, and I would walk back into the back room of the stores, just because I knew that they called and we were supposed to be there. But like if you walk back like you're supposed to be there, nobody says shit.
Nope. Yeah.
If you walk around, but then like go
You're like
into
looking around.
go into a Target or a Walmart or something where they have like a bathroom that's kind of back in the back
Yeah.
area. Walk around and look a little confused. People are gonna question you.
Oh yeah,
But if
immediately
you walk in like with like looking like you're like
with your clipboard and your pen out.
dick out, like yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Nobody's
usually
gonna
people leave you
question
alone. Yeah, true.
But like you see what I'm saying? It's like the same type.
Similar. Yeah.
Yeah, like in that city I stayed in, like everyone is just a fucking engineer working for Volvo. So
Yeah. Okay.
So what did you do to stand out?
Gaslight.
But how did you guess?
That's what I mean. That's what I want to know.
gaslighting is not like the whole thing, yeah, but
Like I started Volvo.
Like, what kind of truths are we bending here?
it's not. It's mostly non-verbal. Yeah, it's basic.
How so? Like, you put a sock in your pants instead of your real cock, or what?
Did you mew with
What do
them?
you mean?
Do you guys know what mewing is?
Yes, I know what mewing is.
Did you mew with them?
Did you mew it down? Mewing is the chewing the thing to make your jawline bigger.
Yeah.
How would you mew at someone?
Because it's like that. Well, so the
You flex your jaw a little.
well, no, the actual like what actual mewing miss that's been fucking bastardized by this whole
The Jazzercise movement.
by that Gen Alpha like fucking iPad kid generation.
How
Because
so?
like the mewing is like a jaw exercise, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Jazzercise.
But like the like mewing nowadays, like according to kids, is like this weird like this.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that
It's
is.
this weird shit.
Yeah, I
like
don't
it's,
know what
it
that
makes
is.
me super uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's Zoomer shit. I'm
It's-
ignoring that.
It's past.
I pretend like it's not.
It's showing off
it
the
doesn't
the
exist.
massive jaw you gain from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Dang. Did you mew?
Chiseled.
You ever mew?
It wasn't a thing back then.
Okay. Thank God.
All right. So what? First off, what time period are we at now?
24 something.
2014-ish. You were saying
Yeah,
before? Are we still
14.
around
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time?
2014. Yeah.
2014-ish. So we're mid 20s, 2014, in Sweden, working for Volvo, practicing RSD.
Yeah.
Walk me through an approach.
Say I'm a pretty girl.
Oh man.
How would you approach me?
Use your best imagination and imagine he is attractive.
Oh hey.
The approach would be like, yeah, hey, I just saw you from over there. I thought you were cute. So
Okay, so
I'll
it
walk
is-
and say hi. The at first,
It's legit, just like
the-
be
the-
honest.
what you
Like
say is
talking
like
to a
the
female.
simplest shit.
I mean, that's like boilerplate talking to women.
Yeah, like,
It's just,
like it matters. What you say matters so little. I approach girls and
True.
with like, hey, what's your favorite type of water? Like dumb shit like this. Yeah.
but so okay, so then what's what makes the RSD method special? What's the method? Like, what is the method?
It's-
Just to be
it's
a
mo-
person, like a normal conversation kind of thing.
Oh man, I don't think
So I
I'm
feel like that's the
qualified
same
to
way I
fucking
approach
talk
pilots
about it,
that I've met before.
explain
It's
it
like-
anymore.
What'd you say?
I don't think I'm qualified to explain it anymore. I don't think. I think that it's
Weren't
been.
you in this shit?
Yeah. But
Well,
I
I'm just
explain-
saying qualified. You qualified for that time. You don't need to speak on it today. Who fucking knows if it's
No,
still
I
a
mean,
thing today?
I mean, like to me, it was mostly about, just learning to
Actually, like socialize.
put yourself out there
Yeah.
as the
Just
best,
getting over that.
as the best version of yourself. Yeah. So.
Okay. So with leading with confidence, basically.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like
So through like many ways, like vocal tone.
Well, see, that just sounds like that's just a good friend.
that's what I was gonna say. Like
That's not like a pickup
when
artist
When I
thing.
think of
Okay,
a
so-
pickup artist, I think of like a shitty manipulative.
We think of
Yeah.
mystery. That's what we're thinking
Yeah.
of. We're thinking of mystery.
but like
yeah.
what you're describing sounds just kind of like
We're thinking of like peacocking and
Yeah,
nagging and
yeah,
all
but
that other
like what
bullshit.
you're describing sounds kind of like somebody being like dude, just put yourself out there. Like fucking,
Yes,
you like a girl, tell her how you feel.
it is. But the thing is, once you get a taste of it, it starts to work out for you.
Yeah.
Then
what?
Then you realize the power it has,
Yeah.
and then you start.
Using it to your advantage a little more.
I got into pickup just to get a nice girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually, as you progress into it, as you sink more time into it, and you become
Becomes
more.
more of like a challenge.
You-
like,
Is it
just
kinda
yeah.
doing it.
like chasing the high, like
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah,
these
that
interactions with
it went
women?
very much like this. I was just having fun with like trying to get away with the most outlandish shit I could
Yeah.
get away with.
Just
yeah.
looking for like 11s
Trouble.
and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
go get them.
Yeah, or like just saying the most
It was like a
outlandish
like
shit.
A, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
conquest. So were
and see
you-
if I can I think for most of my time with this method, I was mostly curing my retardation by pushing buttons. Basically,
Okay, so-
I was experimenting with the boundaries of how much I could get away
Like the
with.
social interactions. Where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
limits
So
were.
this led to a dynamic where I would self-sabotage myself a lot
Yeah.
under the guise of this freedom from outcome.
I see. So yeah, it's just fuck where it ends up.
So basically,
doesn't matter.
yeah, girls have plenty.
Yeah.
So
was
the
Doesn't matter.
the
Doesn't matter if I
result
fuck
the
this
result
one up.
doesn't matter. Trust the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it almost like boredom driven? Like to where it's like I'm in this country that I'm not from. I'm not
Like you didn't have anything else to do.
I don't have anything else to do. So like
It sounds like it was more of a high. Like he found out that these methods were working, and so it's like, well, I want to do it more now. Now, like if I approached that 7 and I got her to talk to me, I wonder if I could approach that one and tell her that I got 2 dicks and see if she'd still talk to me.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was more of like it can be like a challenge almost. Like you were challenging yourself to like just go up and make these interactions.
Yeah. I was just experimenting the boundaries of social interactions for most of the time. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's, that cost me probably a lot of results.
So did
Stuff
you just,
stuff like saying something really
like offensive or like
offensive to
crass,
the
just
girl,
to
like
start off?
Give us an example.
oh, like okay. So here's one for instance. You're vibing with a girl, things are going well, but you want to test rapport, yeah, to see exactly how well we are. How do you
Yeah.
know exactly how much the girl likes you?
So dick
Sure.
pic.
So I would say outlandish shit like, you're such a whore. Or like,
just to
It's
see.
like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
conversation.
yeah, and you see if she takes it good or bad. If she takes
so
it, if it's not the end, if she takes it bad, do you
Can you recover from it?
do you recover, and how easy do you recover? Because sometimes I would try to make it even
That,
harder.
It really is like a game.
It's like a
So-
social
yeah, yeah, yeah,
exper-
yeah.
it's like
Sometimes-
the truest definition of a social experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
Yeah.
that's pretty much how I can call it. Yeah, my
Yeah.
whole pickup experience. So for instance, in this case, to recover it, like
Yeah.
instead of taking the easy route, I would make it,
More
like double
difficult.
down. I'd be like, I'm sorry, just my girlfriend just died last week, and she was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, nah, it's fine. She died of diabetes. She was way overweight. Anyway, dead girlfriend, high five, and just keep on going, like as if nothing happened. Yeah.
Dead girlfriend high five. sounds like you were still fairly like shy in getting into this in France, and then you
but
left and you kind of like blossomed out of it.
I was already fucked up in the head, yeah. So it's,
Before you left France?
yeah.
When did you leave France? What age?
22, 23.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
refresh my memory.
year old, so 2012, 2013.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, 22, 23 years old.
Born 1990, so it makes the math pretty
Yeah,
simple.
way easy. Yeah, okay.
Refresh. That's where you grew up. Was France? Okay, I know we talked about this.
If you
before,
couldn't
it's
tell
just-
from the accent,
Can you tell actually?
that you're French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What? Did you say that? Do you always just do the social interaction at the public place and then that's it, or is there usually like pursuing this the day after, next week, a second date, like go to their house,
Yeah,
meet
like-
up? Is there shit after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact,
yeah,
or-
yeah. So, in that time as well, there used to be seminars organized
Pickup
by
artist seminars?
by the RSD guys. Yeah.
Okay, so the RSD had seminars
Yeah.
in Sweden.
So they will make world tours. So
World tours.
there was a couple of coaches that will do world tours.
How did I not hear? I've literally never heard about any of this.
No, I have not either. Let me ask you something. For you with all of this, so you were going to the seminars and everything.
Yeah.
Was it more of like a game, or was it like a at that time in your life were you legitimately thinking like this is how I'm gonna find
Boyfriend free girl.
boyfriend free girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, again, yeah, when I first got into it, it was just to get a nice girlfriend. But then we started getting into these seminars, and these guys were doing world tours, like traveling around the world. And
Yeah.
there was this plan where when one of the guys makes a world tour, usually they will come. I used to stay in Gothenburg, so it's pretty in the middle of Oslo, Norway.
Yeah.
Stockholm in Sweden, and Copenhagen.
Oh my God! So you're just sitting in
So they
prime territory.
well,
Yes.
they also had this deal where if you purchase a ticket to one of the events, you get the whole tour. You can come to the whole tour for
yeah,
free.
as long
So
as you can make the other ones.
yeah. So basically, I will.
You
I
just
will
follow them through the three
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah. So we will
How often are we doing this? Once a year, kind of thing?
all
Or is it
year.
more than one?
It was all year round.
It's just all year round.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
traveling.
It's always if it's not one coach, it's the other.
What?
So
Dude, I had no idea this whole world existed.
yeah.
Does it,
That's so crazy.
so here's another question.
That's blowing my
Do
mind.
you have any idea does this world still exist?
Yeah, the form is gone, and most of the coach they kind of pivoted away from picking up. They're more into like one
But
pivoted to business,
But
another
there's
one
still people
to
that do these seminars.
self-help. I don't think so. Probably not the same quality. Some of the
Probably not the
OGs
same,
are
like,
still doing it.
capacity,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
Not, it's probably not as popular
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So okay, again, I got in just to get a nice girlfriend.
Sure.
But after seeing these coaches, like live like a freaking rock star.
Yeah.
Eventually, like, well, I'm already learning all this. I might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I created a YouTube channel.
Okay.
So you had a pickup artist YouTube channel.
Well, hang on. Here's the kicker. Are those videos still around?
They're live.
That's the best part.
They're live and public.
That's the best part. Internet sleuths, get on that. Go find it.
What is the channel name? You brave enough?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Bro, he told us before they're out there, but he wouldn't tell us where they were.
No, that's
said they're out there, though.
That's
Have you
your
told
job.
him?
No, he's never told
Privately?
me. No, he's never told me.
No, they're live. They're public.
You want to
Yeah, yeah. No, I believe you. I believe you.
I haven't moved them down, but if
want
you
it
want to
done?
find it, that's your job.
All right, so you start a YouTube channel now. So you're like, I could do this. I could teach other people
Mm-hmm.
this. So you start a YouTube channel, and what are you uploading on this? Just like repeating the same things you're hearing at these seminars,
Yeah.
things you've already learned.
Yeah, so my idea was that the coach was so far advanced. Perhaps a lot of the stuff they were teaching were maybe not as relatable to.
Too little, too far
So
ahead.
you were
to
trying create a
beginners.
middle ground.
So yeah, I was trying to be like the relatable,
The entry level one.
middle
get you
ground,
into
like
it.
basically talking about my experience
I mean, it's honestly
trying to make it, yeah,
not
Yeah.
a bad like
trying to progress
Yeah.
into this journey and
Right.
and sharing my thoughts along the way. It was kind of a just a blog and sharing my thoughts. Yeah, vlog kind of.
Okay. All right. So not a whole lot of like.
But thematic as well, yeah, like well filmed, well produced. I was very much into photography back then.
Okay.
So
Okay. Now, we had mentioned earlier Tyler Durden, Mystery.
Any dick will do.
Did you have a name that you went by, or did you weren't that deep into it and you just kind of
Yes.
went by it? Huh?
yes,
Your name was Yes.
no, he was the Mist.
The Mist.
Yes, that's the one that Jess gave me. Because
He gave you that name.
yes.
What an asshole, dude.
Wait. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is because we figured that it was easier at clubs to approach girls at the smoking area, but I didn't want to smoke, so I found this Chinese vapor making
Yeah.
fake cigarette with the LED. So I'll just go there and like blow into it and
You're out here
pretend.
drinking water with a fucking lime in it, pretending that's alcohol.
Yeah, bro.
Smoking a fucking
Putting a
vape.
mint in his water to make it look like alcohol. So
Straight edge.
that's where the
What?
Mist name came from. And that came from, you said, is his name Jace?
Yeah, Jess.
I'm just,
Is it-
I'm literally picturing.
Is it a
Born Slayer.
French name?
It's
he a French?
ancient origin, I believe.
I feel like
Jezeric.
for sake
Okay.
of this podcast, we should pretend that it's Borg Slayer. That Jace was the master.
Just say that it was, yeah, just say that it was Jace.
Yeah.
So, all right, so he gives you this name, The Mist.
Mist.
Do you stick with this name?
That was so
Such a French answer. No words, just
You gave it to me. I'm keeping it.
so you just kept it. You're just like fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just asking. I'm curious where the story goes. Okay, so we're known as the Mist. Dude, you're not.
That sounds so silly. Don't think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So you are you're known as
Oh
the
no,
Mist,
this is so silly.
But-
This used to be normal for me.
but you're not introducing yourself that way, right? You're just introducing yourself with your real name.
Yeah, you're not going up to girls and
I
being
would
like,
introduce
hey,
me
I'm
with
the
whatever
Mist.
the fuck I felt like it.
Whatever
You know,
name you
like
felt
the
like
name of the name of the one of the coach was, hey, my name is Julian. So we'll just come up to girls, say, hey, my name is Julian. Like just
You just introduce yourself to everybody as Julian.
I would try to basically not even try to think about it. I copy exactly what the coach
just-
would
yeah,
say.
you just copy paste
Because
it, less
like
thinking,
word
the
for
better.
word, yeah.
Yeah. It worked good for him when he
Which
said
honestly,
Julian.
like
so.
from what we've seen about the whole pickup artist culture, that's kind of what it's just
It's
kind of like
basically
a
just
copy paste
mimicking, yeah.
like
Yeah.
a formula. It's like a like say this exact line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
exactly like
this.
this.
This is gonna pick you up, girls, and that's
Alright, so
kind of
it's been tested.
Tracks with what you're saying.
So we are the Mist.
the Mist.
Professional wrestler, the Mist.
You're not Mist. You're
The
Mist.
the mist.
Mist. That's the difference.
Yeah,
The one and only Mist.
The makes all the difference. We're still in Sweden. We're still working full time as a consultant, and we're still doing all this. So what's the next step? Where do we go from here? How long?
Lose-
Well, how long are you doing this? How long is it? Is it in Sweden?
Well-
consultant at
we
Volvo.
we started at
Pick up
24.
artist.
Basically, we're in 2014.
Yeah, we're in 2014.
And I figured, all right, maybe it's about time I lose my V card.
Okay.
And after like we are talking about 10 years in fucking pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is when I start to pivot my game into
Closing.
like
Gotcha.
just because my whole idea since I arrived in Sweden is that all right, I'm pretty socially retarded.
Yeah.
And I figured the best way for me to learn, because I've had so little experience with social interactions back then, is that I was trying to push buttons to generate positive and negative feedback.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Like one big experiment.
yeah, and basically my idea is that if I could figure out how far I can push it, if I figure out the limits, then I know which range I can
Yeah, you got
play
your
with.
boundaries then.
Because one important part of this method was generate like spiking emotions. It was called. Well, one of the tactics with like principles even with this method was to spike emotions of the girl up and down, because that gives a more rich experience.
For sure. Yeah, and a memorable one. It's one they'll remember. They'll think about. Good or bad. They'll
So
still think about it.
was this part of the what was it?
The method?
RDR?
RSD.
RSD.
RSD. What
Yeah.
the fuck did I get
Real
RDR?
real social dynamics.
So was this because I feel like from what I've seen just from like watching shit about incels and pickup artists and all that in general, it's like the opening is always the
That's the most
kind of the
important part.
focus.
Yeah, it's the most important part.
But like the closing, the actual like getting to that point is not really.
They never focus on that, and I'm not trying to be mean, but most of the time it's because it doesn't get to that.
No,
point.
but it
just
almost
doesn't go
seems
that
like
far.
you kind of realize that organically. Like, well, this is kind of like this gets me in the door, but this doesn't close it. for
Yeah.
me.
It's about
Well-
time that I start having sex with that door.
Yes, it's about time I start.
And the
banging
thing
that
is always
door.
that there are different stage. Like there was still some sort of structure. So we have the, if I remember well, you have the opening, you have qualification, then at some point came vibing, closing.
What's qualification?
Qualification is making sure that oh no, if you approach a girl, you want to make sure that if you want to commit to spending time with a girl, you want to make sure that everything aligns for you to take her home
So it's like a
at the end, right?
She's not a crazy bitch.
So you ask for, does she has friends? How did she come here?
Does she have kids?
This is called a logistics question, basically. You figure out the logistics so that you can figure out if there is any chance at all
Right,
for you
if it's even
for
feasible.
her to come back.
I see. Okay.
And of course, you don't like list them like one after one or the
Sure.
other. It's like you just like
Naturally, just let them.
yeah. But it's basically intel that
okay.
you want to get early on so that you
that
know
was
if it's worth spending more time on.
Qualifying was that one.
Yeah.
Or qualifier? What did you say? Qualifying? Is that what you
Yeah,
called it?
qualifying. Yeah.
Qualifying. And then after that is, what did you say? What was the one after?
I think it was DHV or something.
You
and
said
then-
something like vibing is what you said.
Yeah, DHV and vibing. I don't remember. Oh man.
What does
it's
DHV stand for?
Demonstration of high value.
So that's like proving your worth.
That's like Andrew Tate shit though, isn't it?
That's like
Yeah,
why this
yeah,
dick
Like
is
I'm a
good.
high value man. Like that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Like
I don't-
prove-
Oh, yeah, I don't want to say. I don't think it was. It might not have been part of this method. I remember, but again, this is so far, and I've tried to.
Yeah, of course.
I've swiped this all away to make room for others. So we'll get back to it as
Yeah.
well. How it ended, but yeah.
Also, I just want to put this out there too. Like, there's like we're poking fun at this shit, but like, there's no judgment. Like,
I'm not poking fun at it. I'm interested. I think this
I'm-
is
I know
sick
I'm
shit.
interested too, but like
Yeah.
we're kind of like we're
Well, yeah, we're joking. We
making
joked with
light
him
of
around
it
the first
shit.
time, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like more for
He knows how
more
we
for-
operate. He's fine.
I'm saying more for, yikes, more for like
The viewers
we're
that
not-
you keep smashing their ears.
yeah. I'm sorry. We're not talking shit. Like this is just
No,
like,
no, not
it's
at all.
Super, it's super interesting.
I have good memories from it. I know this is for this was an awesome time
Yeah,
for what it was.
right.
I will absolutely not get back to it right now,
Well,
but
no.
I'm glad that I'm so glad and grateful I had this experience, and I will own it. Everything that I,
it
did
feels
back
like
then.
it kind of got you over like a hump in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Like,
100%.
You were at a roadblock with social retardation, like you were saying, which a lot of guys run into that issue. That's a pretty common thing now. So it's not like unheard of to come across that. It's just interesting because not a lot of people would go the route that you did, to be so pragmatic about trying to solve the issue on their own.
Well,
Most people would just sit and sulk, you know, and just be incels.
it was arguably one of the hardest shit I ever learned
Can't imagine.
in my life.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I've spent thousands of approaches for nothing. I've had countless nights just going back and like nearly crying because it takes it's hard to not take this rejection
you get
negatively, yeah.
But it probably taught you like a different kind of like resolve and strength that you wouldn't learn.
I mean, for sure, yeah.
Basically, eventually, if you learn to live. You go to war and get like you even like try to get rejected as many times as you want. I had like 100 rejections in a single night. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Sometimes it's like this. You go out, you get freaking blown away 100 times. You go back home and you go back out the day after. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that Jess really wanted to put into me is basically to be in a place where you get to know exactly what kind of girl you want and be able to
approach that kind of girl.
approach and make something out of it.
Okay.
And that was basically the end game.
I mean, it's
here.
not a bad
because
end game.
In order to find the girl that is perfect for you, you're gonna need to approach to know a lot of girls in general.
Yeah.
And one of the ideas that by learning how to approach women in general, that prepares you for the day you meet the one the right one.
Yeah, it's like
so that you're able to make something out of it.
Sure, like you have the tools to handle it.
It's like an unconventional way of going about it, but like it's still building that confidence up. You know, regardless of the method that.
We should have a counter for that.
Let me sit that there. Regardless of the method that you're choosing, like talking to women is talking to women. Like,
I actually did manage to pull
so the method
a few girls.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just nerves.
Yeah, just the nerves. You pull this beautiful lady with so many expectations.
So getting there in the first place.
Yeah. You're like, holy shit! I didn't expect this to get this far.
I didn't think this was gonna work.
Actually, I didn't even think about that, but all the rejection is kind of bad.
Yeah.
Because eventually you just get used to the rejection, and then when you finally get a yes, you're like, oh fuck. Can you say no instead? I'm kind of used to no.
It's like the whole time we were talking about, I've been thinking about the movie Sex Drive.
Yeah.
With the two guys that are really good at it, and it's like, once they finally get that opportunity to close, it's like,
well, now what?
Now what?
Yeah.
What do I do? Like,
no, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the two dudes from Sex Drive are really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're we're closing.
So
we're practicing on our closing.
Yeah.
We're working on that. So you said a few just didn't pan out.
Mm-hmm.
When did we strike gold?
Well, it was, eventually I found a girl who was nice enough to let me smash. I tried a couple times, like give me a chance a couple times.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 times, I think we tried. We couldn't manage. Yeah.
Okay.
And eventually, I had this Volvo brake, no, combi. How do you call it? Extended wagon.
With the one girl.
That's
in the Volvo.
In it, and I took her to
that's
on a trip.
Got the shaggin' wagon, baby.
And eventually that worked out.
That worked out.
And that was the milestone finally checked, before my 25th.
Okay, so we have finally crossed the finish line.
That's where it starts to get crazy. I'd say.
We haven't got crazy.
That's where it starts to get crazy.
Yeah.
Are we back on the grind? Just back to business as usual, or what?
Yeah. I mean, I saw her again a couple of times. Then she moved out of country.
And just lost contact, just never again.
Yeah. We just parted way this way, And
Peaceful,
I was
clean?
I was already back on the grind, yeah. So it was
Okay. So we're back on the grind now.
You're already Julian again.
And how long are we back on the grind now?
Well, that's where
We're probably
this
like 2015-ish time now.
Yeah, you said
2016.
you
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
25 when
2015, yeah.
Okay. So
And
2015 now what?
Yeah, that's when it starts to yeah, get a lot more crazy with
How so? Interactions with women?
yeah, like traveling to other countries.
Okay.
So I start discover paid leave
Yeah.
and start going to yeah, Croatia. I stay with a dude there
Yeah.
that eventually ended up coming back. I mean, visiting me in Sweden,
Yeah.
and I had this sort of penthouse apartment.
Okay.
And yeah, there was a point where I had my jazz mentor that
Yeah.
came to visit, along with this guy, and
Some other dude that was with him?
yeah, the the
Okay.
Vienna guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Austrian, and yeah, with jazz there, that yeah, we went pretty hard and started yeah putting
like hard as
quite
far as
some-
like trying to.
we started really making numbers.
Like running trains or what?
Yeah.
Like legit? Are you like bringing girls back and Eiffel Towering them with your boys or what?
yeah, okay, so, there was one, okay.
That was one time, all right?
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, you were in Paris.
where is this
This is
filming
legit
even?
the
What's
most
the
interesting
oh,
conversation I've
am I
had
in the
in years.
frame?
Huh?
Are we both in the frame with
Nah, I've
this?
just been filming the window the whole time.
With the boys, we started doing like pre-game.
Yeah? Just
Uh,
drinking?
Yeah, and then going at the pub and like yeah,
But you
drinking.
wouldn't drink at the bar.
Yeah, I mean,
Eventually you did.
yeah, no,
Later
yeah. You
on.
just you get into the pub, you order Guinness, and then you start talking to girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
Then
But
you
eventually,
drink
yeah.
water.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Sorry. The mint water's funny.
Before it got to that, yeah, it's just I was still drinking because I didn't really question why I was drinking. It's just like you go out, you drink, or
Yeah,
it's fine,
just
yeah.
part of it, yeah.
But yeah, at some point I figured that I was going out, approaching, and sometimes we go good, sometimes bad, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't know really what I did,
Yeah.
good or bad, yeah.
And was it the alcohol that was making the difference?
Well, yeah. So there was this first, and also I didn't want my state to depend on an external stimulus. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you just wanted to naturally be able to.
I wanted to be
Handle
there.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be him.
Yeah.
Well, the transition was really not easy. It took me.
Getting away from it?
Yeah, like I just stopped cold turkey. Yeah,
Yeah.
and of course. When you used to have this de-inhibition from alcohol, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you don't have that,
Yeah.
you can't rely on it, so you have to figure your way out
It's
by
almost
yourself.
amplified sometimes too. When
Yeah,
you're trying
yeah.
to get over it.
Oh yeah, and again in Sweden, where drinking is really part of the
Yeah.
culture, I will have girls like looking at me weird. Like, yeah, why you? We go back to the fake mojito. Yeah, where,
Yeah.
Why are you drinking water with mint?
yeah, like, yeah. Like, why is your drink? Yeah, basically. And even I'd have like guys like always offering me drinks because like they see me hustling the girls. They
Yeah.
want to be part of it. So
Right.
they're like, hey, you're a cool dude. Here, have a drink on me.
Yeah.
I'd have guys like pouring day drinks into mine. Like,
I'll just be part of it. Just to be part of what you were up to.
yeah, just to I don't know. I guess that's how that's like the love language.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. All right. So let's get back on track. We had a little battery reset here. We were talking about the three of you guys are now all
Yes.
together at your flat
Yes.
in Sweden. The boys are there, and you said you have now that Jess is around or Jace is around, you've ramped shit up. Like you're pulling numbers now.
You said shit was getting crazy now.
Okay, so how long are those two shacking up with you? Are they just visiting?
Yeah, quite a few weeks. Couple of
Really?
weeks.
Okay, so it's like an extended
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
Open-ended.
pretty chaotic. Yeah.
it was pretty crazy.
It's three guys on a one room flat. Yeah.
So
we
what's
have
like
one.
what's your average night when the boys are there?
We just go out, start hitting the clubs, the bars, and start getting numbers.
Yeah,
Early night, at the beginning of the night, you get numbers
yeah.
so that you have backup plans for
Right,
the end of the
sure.
night. So you just start stacking up your
So
deck.
are
Yeah.
all you guys scoring by the end of the night? You three?
Not always.
Not always. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, yeah. Some nights
Oh man, but yeah.
people
It was this.
strike out.
It was this time. Was so hilarious. Just remember the other day. I went home first with a girl. Then
man.
Jess came home with another one. So he got the couch.
Yeah,
And so we were both fumbling our girls.
yeah.
And the Austrian guy, well, he was in a flat. Like basically, imagine the flat was this big.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bed, a couch.
There's just two dudes fucking. He's got nowhere to go.
He starts doing the dishes.
That's the most cuck shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna start doing the housework.
He starts doing housework. It's just
fuck.
Then he pop his head out of the kitchen like, "You guys hungry at all? What is going on?"
Somebody tag me in.
I fell off the bed, man. That was completely bonkers.
Oh fuck.
And the thing I only realized lately is that how fucked up did he have to be to figure that the best option for him to do right now, instead of like
Yeah.
getting out and giving us some space,
yeah.
was to stay here in the same fucking room.
Night. But then, so this is just one of the nights that they're all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
did Cuck Boy, did he ever score himself?
Oh no. There was one time, Gaze came back with a girl.
She
was-
what?
She looked like
Is there? Are you saying Jace?
Jess,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you
Jess,
said
sorry,
Days
Jess.
come
Yeah,
back.
yeah. She looked like what's her name?
Huh?
The porn actress with long black hair,
Narrows it down.
big wait,
She's got
big
titties?
like voluptuous, big boobs, loves to fuck.
Super narrows.
A porn star that loves to fuck.
That sounds
No.
crazy.
They don't all, right?
Like a current one?
No.
An old one?
Yeah.
Fucking Lisa Ann or whatever her name is. The big
There was that.
Oh, fuck. It better not be this girl because I had a situation at a tattoo shop where a guy was trying to remember this girl's name.
It probably is.
Oh my god, I want to say Gianna, but I don't think
Exactly,
that's her name. Is that her?
Gianna.
It is her! That's so fucking funny.
She
I
looked-
was legit, I was getting a tattoo, and a dude walked into the booth that I was getting the tattoo in, and he was talking about something. He was like, yeah, it's like that big-tittied porn star.
Yeah.
What's her name? And like, I was like, I don't know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. We were like, but back and forth. He goes, Gianna or Gina or whatever her name
Gianna
is.
Michaels.
There you go. And he goes, yeah, that's her. And we're like, we both were like racking our brains back and forth. That's so funny. I can't believe it's the same one,
Scientific
bro.
purposes.
Everything's connected, man.
Okay, so he brought back a
He
girl
pulls
that
this
looked
girl.
like this. Yeah.
Same body
Build and
as
all that,
Gianna,
yeah.
maybe shorter, yeah.
Okay.
And Jess having pulled her, he was also being abstinent for some occult reasons.
Yeah.
So he's a
So
pickup-
he
actual
just
pickup
went on
artist.
my bedside like fumbling with buoys, and then came Vienna guy.
Yeah.
So Vienna guy went to town with her, and I was just out on the balcony with Jess.
You
and
were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just just
like hanging out?
Yeah, just hanging out, having a smoke.
Yeah.
And then she came to me, pulled me out to the bed, and
She was a hooer.
yeah, I started fucking her, and just was like, yeah, you had enough, and he pulled her off me, like up to 3 strokes.
What? Wait, so he came in?
Wait.
We were in the same room. It's all the same room.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm confused.
We were on the couch at some point. He was
The
fucking
cuck
right in
pulled-
front of
the
us.
cuck
It's
pulled
like
her off?
if he was right there. Okay.
Wait. The cuck pulled her off for you? The other guy that had fucked her already?
Just
Pulled the girl out of him. Yeah,
the
out of
original,
me.
the very original guy.
Jay?
Yeah.
Jess?
Jace.
But he was,
Borg Slayer.
But he was the cuck, right?
No,
Never-
that was the Australia. That was the Austria dude.
Yeah,
He
the
was doing
Austria dude
dishes.
finally had
So
his
the
chance.
Australian dude
Finally
Austria.
had his chance when
Austria.
Cook guy finally had his shot because Jess pulled a girl for us.
Yeah, and he was, but Jace was like, I'm on that no fucking tip.
Yeah.
Eve did like,
Just enough for it to count.
yeah.
Basically, he wanted me to have the lay count, but no more. He wanted me semen retention.
So he
Yeah.
wanted you
yeah.
to do the numbers. He wanted you to be able to put in the numbers, but he didn't want
Semen retention's bullshit, by the way, if you didn't know that.
semen
Yeah.
retention.
Yeah.
What is that?
Where you're supposed to like not nut for X amount of time, and it helps you like be stronger and like work out more. And but anyways, okay. Well, Jesus Christ. All right, so
So how do you feel about edging?
we're all in one room,
Not bigger than that.
not bigger than this, and there's no fucking walls.
Yeah.
Minus like I'm assuming a bathroom. It's
Yeah,
like off,
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So it's like literally like this hotel room.
Yeah.
Yes, with a bed,
Yeah.
a little like kitchenette kind of thing. I'm imagining, and a balcony,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And 3 dudes in a sloop.
Incredibly a woman.
Yeah. Okay, so after you all had your STD tests,
After you did your shot of penicillin, what was the next step?
Now we was protected, of course.
so where are you going? What's next? What's next? So how long? The boys are there for a few weeks.
Yeah.
They both take off out of there same time.
Yeah, just
Roughly
about.
thereabouts.
Just
And
about,
how
yeah.
soon after this event was that time? Like, did they stay for a bit after this happened?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, he said they were there for a few weeks, just
Yeah.
But I'm
hooking
saying,
up all
like,
the time.
like how soon?
He said they were
did-
hooking up constantly. They were bringing women back to the flat, like different times. Some didn't, some did. This is like several weeks of this. Like they're going out like every other night, every night. Yeah. So
That's
this
the
is-
highlights.
So when those guys leave, is it just back to business as usual for you? It's just back to life as it was?
No, it's either more friends that come to visit.
Okay,
so
I had
we're
a
just
couple
moving on to
other
end
friends.
of it.
Yeah, basically it was a frat house. Basically,
Okay.
it became like a hub.
For how many? For so
And we're talking a flat.
Yeah.
and this
The most we had was 8 people. It's 4 guys with 4 girls.
Living or just hanging
No,
out
just
there
just
at
for
once?
just for a night, like all fucking at the
Jesus.
same time.
All fucking at the same time?
Yeah.
Were y'all touching elbows? How do you not?
Yeah, it was very.
Yeah, oh shit. How do you not fucking...
I know.
describe the smell.
Oh
So
man.
this started roughly 24, 25 till
But
when? Like till what age? Like how?
yeah, 20, probably 26.
We're in 2015,
6,
2016.
7, yeah. Yeah. There was no much mixing, yeah, in this instance. I don't really do orgies actually. Everyone had their own
Own
girls,
person.
yeah.
Man, we still got a little ways to go here in your story.
Oh yeah.
We do,
I
apparently.
mean, till now, yeah.
So, what's next?
Yeah, well.
What's the next big event?
Okay, well, all right. Then came a point where still going to a more seminars. Oh, yeah. Then I started getting a bit more into self introspection and spirituality and psychedelic drugs.
So,
yeah, brother.
more on the psychedelic spirituality, connecting with nature kind of shit, or the earth, or like
Connected with
religious, spiritual kind of
self,
side?
or like introspection. Yeah,
More
using
introspection.
like
Okay, so more personal.
yeah, more acid,
Okay.
LSD. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we go through a little phase with psychedelics. How long was that?
Well, and also the whole spiritual process that goes along with
That comes
it. Yeah.
along with that.
So was this still while you had other people kind of crashing at the house and everything else? You guys just started all kind of.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have bros coming from abroad all time. Yeah, it's
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was always something going on in this house. Yeah,
So who got you into the psychedelics? Was that just a decision you made, or?
it's a friend from the pickup group.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just somebody you had already known.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets you into psychedelics just because he's like, you should just
He
try
thought,
it, or
yeah,
okay,
he gave me 2 tabs before going into a Marilyn Manson concert.
why would you do that to someone
Because
for your first acid trip?
that
You
was
took two?
that was okay. He was old tabs, yeah. So he thought they was gonna be a bit
little,
oxidated,
yeah.
so not as potent as they used to be. Yeah.
Okay, but still, to take acid and go see Marilyn Manson sounds fucked up.
I mean,
That was sick. That was a sick trip because he is extremely good at sitting. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he was there for me the whole time. Yeah, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and he was crazy. The concert was somehow in a amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
So we came in. I was still rising.
Yeah.
At that time, we just dropped before going in.
Yeah.
And you have all these Swedish poster families with their little kids.
Yeah.
Like pastel color,
Yeah, and you're just
blonde hair.
yes.
No, yeah. So you have these typical Swedish families mixed up with the hardcore Manson fans.
Oh fuck yeah.
See, that
So
sounds fantastic. There's no age limit to where like taking acid and going to see Marilyn Manson doesn't sound entertaining to me.
So that was completely crazy because acid enhances your perception on whatever you focus on,
Yeah.
as far as I understand.
Yeah.
Back then, I was still very much into pickup and paralinguistics, like trying to read.
Body language and
Yeah, facial expression and all.
Sure.
And so, that was pretty bonkers seeing all these warped faces.
I bet, dude. Yeah, that sounds trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds scary. I wouldn't want to do that
I
for
mean,
the first time. Man.
There was a point I remember, like, whoa, these guys look really weird. Is that just me, or is it? Oh, and he's looking at them, oh
That's
yeah,
you.
no,
That's you.
no, it's you're right. They look. You're not dreaming this one.
Okay, so we're experimenting with psychedelics,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
and that is a period of how long, roughly?
Probably a few months, something like 6 months.
So a short little experimental phase with psychedelics.
Yeah.
Just acid?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're still in Sweden. We're still very heavily into the pickup artist scene.
Mm.
We went through our little spiritual awakening.
Mm.
Did we learn anything from that, or were we out the other end, same person?
No, I think that helped me rewire some. The way I see it is like when you're born, you learn to view, to take feedback from people around you, like facial expressions, like mom.
Right.
It starts very simple, like mom
Sure.
happy, mom angry,
Right.
mom sad.
Yeah.
But then the human emotions are much more granular than this.
Much more complex, right?
The spectrum is much more intricate,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kind of have to figure out the subtleties
Yeah.
by yourself with your acquired knowledge.
Right.
So you keep laying on the bricks,
Yes.
but eventually your understanding might be flawed at one point or another.
Yeah,
Because
bricks could be out of place.
yeah, it's basically you might misinterpret a small subtlety into a facial expression or like a feedback that you receive
Right.
from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Just internalize it as something slightly different at what it should be, and
Sure.
basically but you still keep on stacking onto these misinterpretation,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually there comes a time where you might have quite a bit of this misinterpretation.
To where it's like becoming an issue then, or where you're
Yeah, where you might be
social retardation we're talking about.
exactly,
Sure.
and so.
You feel like the psychedelics
As-
rewired.
Well, acid kind of does that. Yeah, it's pretty sure it's been proven to be able to rewire some neural connection in your brain and relearn. I believe that what it did for me was help me relearn the fundamentals of paralinguistics
Yeah,
with my current newly acquired knowledge.
I see. So where are we at now with pickup artistry?
Yeah, and this is when through a pickup seminar, I meet a guy that I've seen around for a while, a business coach.
Mm.
And this is when I figured, well, I've been learning all these social skills for picking up women so many times,
Yeah.
for so long now.
For years now.
Maybe
at this
maybe there is a way that I can pivot these skills into something more useful, because the simple seed that made it for me is that I might have been a freaking rock star on the
Yeah.
weekends, like picking up girls left and right, but then on Monday I was back to my office job
point. Right.
at Volvo,
Yeah.
and so I thought the seed was you can't be half a rock star.
Yeah.
So I thought if I wanted to keep going, I had to get rid of these. I had to figure out more than just having a day job.
Yeah. Right.
So I joined his coaching program, which was basically pre-made business template
Okay.
that you just had to, with a plan, like sale to get acquire customers, sales call, conversion,
So it's a lot of
delivery.
social skills you had already kind of picked up.
Mm.
Okay.
So I started doing phone sales, selling websites.
Mm.
And that was until I did that for a few months until I figured some freelance platforms
Yeah.
where I could sell my, instead of learning web design from scratch, I could just sell engineering skills, my engineering skills through product design for inventors.
Okay.
So I found my niche, inventors, sell them product design and industrial design. And I got my first sale on the phone at Volvo. I booked. I went to a meeting room,
Yeah.
closed the deal, and right here and there, I knew that I had the proof of concept
Yeah.
that I could make
You
it.
can
So
make it happen, right?
I just sent my
Resignation in?
resignation.
Just made the jump.
And yeah, just I quit my job a couple months later with like a few grand on my account only. So I figured I can survive there in Sweden for very long.
Yeah.
I have to find somewhere more affordable to live, and Taiwan came on the table.
Okay. I was gonna ask how you ended up in
So
Taiwan.
that was just kind of by chance, like that was what was affordable.
Yeah, there was a guy a French guy from that business group that I was supposed to meet there.
Yeah.
So I booked everything, and then I couldn't make it.
Oh,
So I was like, well, I already booked everything. Fuck it, I'm just going there alone.
Yeah.
And I built my own network of friends there from
Just from
scratch. I stayed in this hostel,
Yeah, in a hostel, right?
and basically, yeah, we all just vibe pretty well.
Chatted it
so
up.
Yeah,
it
may seem simple to you, but like this seems wild to me. Like coming to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, same.
New York and hanging out with a bunch of random friends from all over the world. Like that's wild to me. You're just going and staying and like building a
permanent.
life with
Yeah.
these random people that you meet.
That's
in a
just where I
hostel.
live now.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stay here.
So, are you still doing the pickup artistry thing when you get to Taiwan, or is that?
the first time, yes, very much,
Yeah. Did it go well for you in Taiwan
yes,
compared to Sweden?
yes,
Really? Better in Taiwan?
yes. Yeah. Of course, it got a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just gonna do the pickup artistry thing for a little bit in Taiwan.
Yeah, and
You said the first time, so you went back?
yeah, and then I found a girlfriend, and I stayed in a year in Taiwan, and I went back
To
Back
Sweden?
to Sweden.
to to Europe
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to do an MBA in Netherlands, so I accompanied her there. And meanwhile, I was instead of getting deeper and deeper into pickup anymore, I got deeper and deeper into sales and business. So the agency went pretty well. Instead of traveling around meeting pickup guys, I was traveling around to work with guys from my business group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And which, funny enough, as you remember, the coach I met at a pickup convention.
Right.
So most of the guys in business group were also from the pickup community.
Shit. That's so funny.
So this was time for round 2, basically.
Yeah.
So oh man, it's. Yeah, so I had my Taiwanese girlfriend in Netherlands, and meanwhile I would just travel to Barcelona, Bosnia, UK, and meet bros from the business group.
Yeah.
And that was like stayed of like a couple weeks, couple months, and meanwhile, just picking up girls on the side with the boys, because that's what you do,
That's just what you do.
That's how
Hobby.
I met my wife.
Was picking up.
Yeah, I picked her up on the street. That was street pickup.
So what
That's
was
awesome.
Just like
what was your approach to your wife?
yeah, so at that point, I had my game so dialed up that dialed in that I was looking for certain attributes in the whole paralinguistic, the whole vibe that they had.
Yeah.
As a pre-qualifier for approach. So
Oh, okay. So you're getting a lot more picky now.
so basically just by filling out the way girls would walk around, like present themselves, I would pick the most attractive to me and most approachable, and more often than not, that went really well right off the bat.
Good.
And one day I was going to the gym. I saw this beautiful Asian girl that looked,
Attractive to you?
Yes. And I approached her, and I thought I'd say, you're not from here, something like you're not from here. You don't look Chinese. Are you from Taiwan by any chance?
Yeah.
She said yes. So of course I had her attention.
Yeah.
Curiosity at least.
Sure.
My name is Julian.
Yeah.
They call me the Mist.
And then the second was, you don't really look like the typical Taipei girl. Are you from Kaohsiung by any chance?
Yeah.
It's like second, third city that nobody has ever heard about outside of the country, but I used to live.
Yeah.
And she did. And so from then I was...
You were in there.
Obviously, there is a bit of luck involved.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
From there, we had some ice cream. We basically spent the next like 6 hours together, just just vibing. We found out we had a lot of values and in common.
Yeah.
And she had to leave. Still had a girlfriend as well, and then I went back to Netherlands. I didn't want to stay in the Netherlands anymore, so I traveled to Japan for a bit, and back to Taiwan with the intention to meet up this girl and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And we hit it off really well. And
now she's here.
I break up with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And now she's been my wife for we married 2020.
Okay. So 5 years. 5 years married. Damn, man, that's awesome. So all the work you did early on, it did pay off.
Exactly, because if had I not done all this soul-crushing work for
There's
all
a
these
lot of shit
years,
that might not have
Did
happened.
we wind up just creating like the best advertisement for pickup artists ever?
Basically.
Shit,
I mean,
man.
it's true if you think about it. So he was, from what he's describing, when he started all of this, he was quiet, shy, socially retarded.
I
Didn't
couldn't
know how
even-
to approach anybody.
I couldn't
a
even ask a
social
tissue to an old lady. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
would I would crumble. Simply learning pickup being such a difficult discipline to learn made it a lot easier to learn more difficult disciplines.
sure, yeah, because
Such
your
as-
bar for like what's difficult is already set really high.
Right. So like phone sales,
Oh yeah, that must seem like
Yeah.
nothing.
business. It was pretty free. Somehow my first phone call, like cold calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was even more nervous than my first approach. Yeah.
You did the work that like a lot of these people are lacking. That
Yeah.
actually that it actually takes.
Nah, that's cool, bro. I wouldn't hide that shit. I am gonna find those videos though. Unfortunately.
Good luck.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna
And
find
Well,
them.
we'll
I
see.
hope you know that we're gonna get in a Discord call together and we're gonna watch them
Yeah, with stream.
and we're gonna.
I'm not hiding it. Yeah, I'm leaving
know,
it
I know,
out there.
I'm
This is
fucking
part.
wrong.
This is part of the
Part of the process.
yeah, the how do you call the treasure
Yeah.
search? Yeah. I'm leaving it all out public for you to find.
I think you should. I think that's smart.
It's like your head's nut.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not hiding that shit. I don't give a fuck. I still post on it. I don't care. I hid all the embarrassing videos. It's fine. All my Minecraft playthroughs.
This
That's
is,
a hell of a story.
this
but
has been so like.
definitely one of my
I don't think you
favorite.
understand how interesting this has been.
I think he knows now because we've both just been sitting here and
Yeah, I mean,
He's
the
just
story
been
the whole
sucking
time.
his
But
dick for 2 hours
That's.
now.
I mean that was awesome for me too because that's the first time I really got to
talk about it.
take walk through.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
probably,
this
you probably
all,
never really like sat down and like thought about the whole breakdown of like how it all kind of came to be.
Yeah, no, man, I'm really glad that we got to hear that.
Yeah, that's.
I'm kind of glad we waited too, honestly.
This was something that it worked being in person here.
Oh fuck yeah.
Talking shit, us.
Yeah,
and our
no,
little
th-
ass
this one
head.
would have sucked to do online
Yeah.
with like the delay and all that. It would have sucked. No, doing it in person was better. Fuck me. Is there anything else you want to share about the pickup years? Is there anything you left
Yeah,
out
was-
that like you just want to just get on the record?
Yeah.
Okay, hit us with it, dude. I'm ready for it.
I'm here for
So Jess.
Yeah.
Okay. It might be a bit. Okay.
The internal argument you just had.
Jess was an excellent mentor
Yeah.
because he knew what made me tick.
Yeah.
I figured that the way I worked back then was negative reinforcement. And so, there are times when he would punch me in the guts if I didn't approach. He's like, yeah, if you don't approach her now, I'm going to punch you in the guts.
Really?
I was like seeing how far I could get. Well, he would punch me in the guts. I would be like
Damn.
on my knees for a few minutes.
Jesus.
And then when I could approach without any problem, it was like, if you don't stay in the set for more than 2 minutes, I'm gonna punch you in the guts.
Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, but like again, like does that like translate into like the rest of your life after your pickup days?
I mean,
like
he's
when-
breaking him out of it. He's
yeah,
definitely
like
breaking.
like nowadays, like when you have like if you have a difficult conversation, you have to have business related, like with another person, another entity, another business, whatever. It's probably a lot easier to face that type of shit now.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it kind of
You
That-
rip the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of teach.
They punched the
It kind
Band-Aid.
of teaches you. It kind of taught you to like, yeah, sometimes shit's gonna suck, but you just gotta fucking do it.
Yeah.
I didn't question it back then because that's how I've been raised. Yeah, so this is where like the how the trauma repeats. Yeah, and it was
But-
the same with my business coach. Yeah,
Yeah.
negative reinforcement all the way.
Yeah.
Like he would, we would have every week calls with like public, like group calls. We will set our objectives and how we would get there. And so, but the way it starts is, okay, well, what was your goals? what did you do to achieve it?
Yeah.
And if he was like, if at any point he was like, you didn't reach your goals, he was like going to be like the project. Why did you not call as
start
many? Why
grilling
did you
your
not
ass.
close that many?
Yeah.
And like the worst thing you could do is not call or send as many proposals, or not do the first step
Yeah.
as you said you would.
Right.
And he will make grown-up guys just cry on a call. That's the thing, yeah, for broken dudes like us that grew up like this,
Yeah.
that really struck a chord with us.
Mm.
And when you have the courage, say, you're just fucking wasting my time. You're never gonna make a business. Like, if you can't even like send 10 proposals, like just fucking go get a job, go flip burgers.
Yeah, yeah. It's an interesting approach, but I mean, I think it's a tried and true one, I'd say. It works
Yeah. Well, yeah.
for some people.
I mean, you know, just thinking of like sales, because I worked in sales for several years between doing like blue collar shit and like a lot of awkward conversations and like cold calling and stuff like that, and just thinking like yeah, I can 100% see how the whole the pickup artist and just because that's basically what you're doing as pickup. You're cold calling.
Yeah.
Cold calling these.
But in
sleuths.
person.
Yeah.
Face-to-face cold call.
Face-to-face cold calling.
That's a different animal.
Yep. I am Julian, aka the Mist.
I am the Mist.
Oh no.
Anything else you wanted to share about it? I don't want to leave anything on the table.
Yeah, it's also funny because all of this, my wife knows about all of it. I've
That's
been
good, though.
transparent at 100%.
That's the
Yeah.
best possible
Yeah.
way it could be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if she didn't, I'd say you should tell her, because that's fucked to not know that about your history.
So is that where the wingman name comes from?
I mean, it's part of
Is that
the
a
heritage.
nod?
We'll nod
Little
back.
nod to the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
in a way, yeah.
Does Chase ever see that and just like, yeah, I'm gonna wash a plate for this motherfucker?
The other guy, man. The other guy. That was the Austria guy.
Oh, the Austria guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, Jace was not.
Jace was the titty toucher.
Yeah, he was the titty fondler.
And he's like, I'm gonna squeeze a nipple for you.
He was celibate at the time, you said, or practicing?
No nut.
Yeah, right.
Abstinence.
Abstinent.
Was
Abstinence.
he just edging all the time?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No edging?
Nothing.
Inconceivable.
Nope. I mean, I really do appreciate the trip down memory lane.
Oh man. Yeah.
As far as Fractal's concerned, anything new coming?
Yes.
What we got? Can we talk about it?
Of course.
Can you give a sneaky peeky?
We have. When is this releasing?
Mid next week.
Okay.
So not too long from now.
All right, then we have the Boosty Boy V2.
Boost Boy V2, yeah.
Which is a beefed up version of the
It's
Boosty
smaller,
Baby.
yeah.
No, it's gonna be a bit larger than the Boosty Baby.
Bigger than the Boosty Baby. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Boosty Boy was always a bit larger. It's only when I found out
I
that
thought the V2 was smaller than the original one.
the Boosty Boy it was the original circuit for the Boosty Baby. So it's the same. It's the same circuit, the same IC, but just with smaller components.
I see. Okay.
Boosty Boy V2 is gonna. I'm just recycling the Boosty Boy
Okay.
name into a V2 because it's about the same footprint, but more current rating.
Ah, okay.
So it can carry about 3 amps.
Okay.
So an 04 light,
Yeah.
it will power it down to 2 volt.
Is that what you were flying on last night?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Something else I cannot talk about. Flight controller?
Flight controller. That's been teased a few times. Is that?
Yeah.
Do you have a release date anytime on that, or an idea estimate?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
The final prototypes production soon, so hopefully
2 weeks. Thereabouts.
yeah, 2 weeks, half a month,
2 weeks trademarked. Yeah. Half a month.
14,
Thereabouts.
14 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about it once we stop this so these nerds get jealous?
Yeah, he'll give you all the juicy deets.
You mean this one?
Oh, he's got it here.
Oh. What the
But yeah, this year, that's why BNF.
Yeah.
I'm making them in really short supply because I want to focus on development. I think that there is a lot of important stuff that needs to be added to the lineup. F75 V2, all right?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Please, drop it. When's it coming?
When the injection machine arrives.
When's that? Did you buy it already and you're just waiting
Yes,
on it? Okay.
it is in production.
Good.
Mold included.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Mold for something else.
Oh, 75 V2 with injection molded dubs.
Injection molded plenty of other stuff.
Okay, so other injection
Possibly,
molded
yes. I don't have many more plans apart from the frames and something else that I'm ordering the mold along with, which I cannot talk about.
Okay.
I have to give a huge shout out to my beautiful wife, Miss Fractal.
Yes,
after all that.
After all of this.
After all of this,
yeah.
yeah.
No, good call.
Because like I said, we've been married since 2020.
Yeah.
Actually, the day of our official wedding, before we went there, I put the original charging board, the
Did you really?
balance board live.
Yeah.
I published them,
Yeah.
and I went to be
Got
married
married?
the same day.
That's-
But yeah, Miss Fractal, she's
Yes.
been
Rock solid.
when we first when I first started the business, I was doing it all on my own, the balance boards. I was like sanding them because they come in panels.
Yeah.
So I had to like fucking sand the edges. They were supposed to break the panels
Clean,
apart and
yeah.
sand them and sand it nice and clean. They never did that. I did 3 batches. The first time they sent me the full panel. The second time they break it, but they left the margins, so I still had to
Sand
break
it
the margins.
It's so annoying.
And the last time they sent broken boards, breaking apart
Yeah.
boards, but I still had to send them one by one.
Jesus. What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, this project was anyway, we were packing them back then. We were packing them in paper, little envelope. At this volume, I couldn't even do printed
Yeah.
envelopes. Yeah, so I designed this stamp
Yeah.
that I laser cut
Mm.
onto the foam backing that it comes with, and I 3D printed a stamp for it, and we were just stamping
Yeah.
the label on.
I remember. I still have one somewhere. I still have
Yeah,
one of the
that's
original-
history right there.
Yeah,
That
one
was
of the original bags. I didn't want to throw it out.
Mhm. And this is when he started getting involved. Yeah, helping me out with packing them.
Yeah.
Back then, every single one of these she like meticulously cut a little because I was chipping out. I didn't even get the envelopes with the self-sealing edges.
Lick it?
Yeah. So no, she cut a piece of
Oh,
tape.
fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but by now we've been through thick and thin,
No
Yeah.
shit.
Uh, through sickness in sickness and in health.
Yeah,
She's
man.
been here, so
Yeah. No, she's a solid lady.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah. Shout out Miss Fractal.
yeah, I'm so grateful to have her by my side. And, she's anything that goes through the shop,
Yeah.
she's the one putting the little candy. She's packing them.
She does my favorite
The
part. I love
orders
candy.
right now.
Candy's
The
my favorite
gummies.
part.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, man.
she sounds like a real one, and so are you. So.
Yeah, man. I appreciate your time, brother.
So yeah,
Thanks
Fractal
again,
is
Rick.
just as much her than me at this point. Yeah,
Wow.
like
That's fair.
All right.
yeah.
Yves, part 3, ayahuasca trip together
Yes.
in the loops.
Yep. We're all taking psychedelics together.
Yes.
I'm down.
Yeah, the episode starts now.
I've done okay.